All right, welcome everybody. We're back. We're back. A bit late, but it's fine. It's been a really busy day, but we made it. We made it to another stream, so that's what's important. Hey everybody. Hope you've been having nice Monday. Nice start of your week. Hey, Bean wants to say hi. Come over. Yeah. Bean heard me start and said, hey, I want to say hi to chat. Hello. How's everybody doing? Hey, Siphon, Sora, Pyro, Mectal, Camped, Minty. Hey, Mooney. Welcome, folks. You gonna pass out in the not distant future? That is fair. No worries. Oh, you're sick, Sora? I hope you get well soon. Bewares, welcome. Bean, this is Bean indeed. Hello. Hey, Lilith. When do we get a stream where Bean does all the artwork? Whenever we get him to concentrate enough on doing artwork that he can stay for a full stream, but he's already done some beautiful art for us. He's a creative soul, aren't you, Bean? Sometimes he likes to play with the pen for the tablets. He's looking. No, don't look at it. Sometimes he likes to play with the pen, and he will attack it while I'm working, and we'll use that fact to let him make art. So I'll just put the pen on the tablets and let him just play with it, and he'll create stuff. He's an artist. Been looking at a fly? No, I'm just... You can just control his gaze. Oh. Not anymore. He's concentrated on his own thing. That's fair. Oh, you got sinusitis? How do you even say that in English? Yeah, your sinus infection. It's annoying. There you go, Bean. Oh. He hits me in the eye with his tail. My poor eye. Anyway, today we are going to be working on my game Dreadfarer. I have been working on it on the background. I've been writing a lot for it. There's still quite a bit to write, but we have gotten to the point where, you know, a lot of the areas and artifacts, especially for like a few of the like bigger areas that you can visit, are more or less done. So I feel confident enough in, like, you know, this is the final or very close to the final set of items that we're gonna have, that I can start making artwork. Because until now, you know, my problem was, you know, until the writing is set in stone, if I start making art and then we start changing a lot of things, I'm gonna waste a bunch of work. So that's why I've been focusing mostly on the writing. And it's been taking a while, but I've really been enjoying the process. It's been a lot of fun. It's basically writing a bunch of little prompts, because we want to leave like the... we just want to leave a lot of like story threads for you to pull at and for you to develop. So we're not telling the entire story, we're just telling, you know, giving you enough to put everything together and create your own little story along with your character, you know. So I'll give you some examples. Obviously I won't give you all the full game, because I think that'll be boring. So we will be looking at some examples of, you know, what a specific random game might look like, and that way you'll see more or less how it's going to play. Naughty, how you doing? It's good to see you here. Oh, hold on. Here we go, Bean Cam. He's kneading. Alright, so I guess first of all, really broadly, what is Dreadfarer? Dreadfarer is a game, a tabletop RPG that you play on your own. So it's a solo TTRPG where you fill out a diary of your travels through a strange and cursed new land. The basic gist of the world is this: our worlds around the turn of the 20th century, but they find a big new continent out in like the middle of the ocean. Like suddenly, oh, new landmass, and it's kind of the, you know, the start of this landmass being quote unquote discovered. Like there's people there, but it's discovered by the wider worlds, and all the messiness that comes from that in the real world. There's going to be stories about colonialism, where you'll be able to side with different factions in different places. It's gonna, you know, there's a lot of like messy, interconnected cultures in there. There's a lot, but I hope you'll enjoy that. In any case, we kickstarted that game, what was it, a couple months ago now? Yeah, and I've been working on it since. I'm not working on this alone. I'm working on it with a game maker called Neon Rot, who's made a lot of these sort of games. So he's handling all of the, or most of the like mechanical stuff, and also like the layout of the book itself. I'm handling a lot of the writing and a lot of the artwork and all the artwork. So, you know, obviously we're each doing a little bit of everything, but that's more or less how it's distributed. So let me show you. Oh, mosquito. Nearly got it. There's mosquitoes that have been attacking Bean, and I need to protect him. He's my boy, and I'd do anything for him. Bean, you don't deserve to be attacked by little mosquitoes. Also, it started to rain, and it might make a little bit of noise. I hope it doesn't. Alert as I work sounds good. Hell yeah, it's glad to see you here, Noddy. But let me show you guys some stuff that I've been doing for Dreadfarer. So let me jump into the main screen here and show you, for example, the cover. So the cover, this is one of the areas that you're going to be able to go to. This is specifically in the land of Motag. There's 4 kind of main areas, plus 2 that you'll be able to visit later on in the game. But the 4 main areas are here in this kind of world map. This rat on the left is a desert zone. Each of them has kind of a theme, right? I roughly based them on the Canary Islands. So these are each based on one of the Canary Islands, or, you know, some combination of elements from a couple of different islands. So this is the island of Sarau, mostly flat, desertic. There's a lot of gold under it, so there's a whole like gold trade aspect to it. This island here is called Motag, and it is really rough, full of mountains, and it is based. This one's not as based on the Canary Islands. It's more based on Asturias, where I'm from and where I am right now. So a lot of the culture and stuff is more Celtic inspired. Then this island on the right, the Sangle, is kind of the humid wetland jungle area, and it's based on another of the Canary Islands, La Palma. It's basically like a huge volcanic caldera, and inside of it there's this huge forests, like wetland. Not wetland, rainforest is what I mean. And this island here is called Zat Lazarak, and it is based on kind of like volcanic disaster areas, partly Pompeii, also an area in Lanzarote, which is what the name of the island is based on as well. Basically, this used to be a huge, prosperous area, and at some point in the recent past, it was all like a bunch of volcanoes erupted, and it was all covered either in huge rivers of like black stone from the lava cooling, or in just meters and meters of ash. So it's kind of a scorched land with a lot of still active volcanoes. Each of them is going to have its own, like, it's not monothematic, like that's the theme of each of the areas, but there's going to be a lot of variation within them, and it's going to, it explores different aspects of this. So for example, there's not all jungle, there's a lot of swamps as well, there's a mangrove, there's each of them has like either full-on cities or smaller like settlements. Some of them have like more of a colonial presence, some of them not as much. So there's a bit of everything. There's so many places that there's a bit of breadth to explore, many different stories, areas, etc. What's up? Val, I had a realization today. I don't know if that insect specimen will get through customs to you. You mean the June bug? I thought you were kidding about that. Yeah, I don't know actually. I don't know how insect specimens are handled. If it's like a dried, stable specimen, it should be fine, right? I assumed you were serious. I was mostly kidding around, but if you do actually go through the effort, I would always be appreciative. All right, this is the basic gist of the areas. Today, I think we're mostly going to be focusing on Syrah, which is kind of the first one we finished. So to have a bit more of a complete story, like this one, like for here, this one has all the areas, all the artifacts, and most of the encounters. The way this works is in each leg of your journey, each quote-unquote expedition, we call them, you go out, you first choose like which of these you're going to go to. So let's say we want to go to Syrah, right? You will first throw one die, d20, and it'll give you one of 20 different areas to go to here. And then you'll throw another one, and it'll give you one of 20 artifacts to go to seek there. So using the combination of those two, even if you repeat an area, it's most likely going to be a different artifact that you find there. So you can, there is like, the story comes not only from the area you go to or the artifact you're seeking, it's a combination of both. And then once you go to the area you've prepared, you go there, you have to throw another die, this time a d4 depending on which area you're in. So let's say you roll your d20 and the area you're in is a desert area, so there's a pool of 4 desert encounters you can get. You'll throw the d4 for that. But if it's a settlement, like a village or a town, there's another pool of 4 different encounters you can get at the towns. There's a total of 20, but it's divided among the different areas. So each area has kind of a different pool, so you don't get, so that way you can get, if you go to a village, you can get a village or, settlement specific encounter. Like let's say the town guard grabs you and thinks you're a criminal and throws you in jail, and you have to get out of that. So obviously you don't know which encounter you're gonna get when you go to the area, so you're gonna have to prepare accordingly, trying to guess like what type of encounters you might find. So let's say oh, this time I'm going to a desert area, I might be better off using spending my money not on a machete, but on like a compass or something that'll help me like navigate. So you'll be more prepared for those specific dangers, but you'll never know what you'll find. That kind of looks like an oyster shell. It kind of does, yeah. Hey Cryptid, how are you doing? So that's the gist of it. That's the three main elements of this game are areas, artifacts, which are called, in the game they're called remnants, right? But originally we called them artifacts, so still in my head they're artifacts. And encounters, which we originally called dangers. Encounters can be anything. There's a lot of variation within them. So they're a little bit more like a choose your own adventure type thing. Each of the encounters is a short, like condensed little story where depending on your dice rolls or your choices, you can end up with different endings. So kind of like an old school text-based RPG or something like that, but you know, shortened so that you can do the writing yourself. You can fill that in because that's the point of the game. It's a bit of a writing exercise, right? So we give you the prompts, but let you fill in. Anyway, all this to say, today I'm thinking we're gonna focus on artifacts, and try to do maybe some artifacts from Sarah, from the desert area. I have all 20 here mapped out, so it's all about finding the most interesting ones to depict as like visually, because I want to depict the most visually interesting. There are some that despite being like cool cursed artifacts, might not be as like visually interesting maybe. Like for example, there's an artifact from this desert area called the Singing Sand. It's sand that sings when you step on it. It kind of, you know, it's based on the real world squeaking sand, which happens in some places. But visually it's not very interesting to just it would be a jar of sand. It's not too interesting to like showcase. So we got to find like the most interesting ones. There's one that I really like, and I'll read you the full thing for this one, just so you get an idea of, you know, what these artifacts are like. This one's called the Golden Child, a mass of pure and unpolished gold, shaped like a newborn child. It was pulled out of the stone intact, as if sculpted by the earth itself. Those who hold it may feel a call to protect it at all costs, to the detriment of themselves and others around them, and will treat the ore as if it were their own child. That is one of the artifacts. It's a short description. It gives you what it is and what makes it kind of cursed in some way. Obviously, once you get the artifact, you can choose to keep it on your own and most definitely get a curse, or give it to a museum and only get a little bit of corruption, which is the points that, you know, if you build them up, you get a curse. Or you can sell them in the black market and get a bunch of money, but get a lot more likely to get cursed. Did we talk about this in chat? I think we probably talked about the squeaking sand at some point. A lot of these artifacts are based on like real life things that I find interesting, as you know, as with a lot of my art, and I try to find a way to twist that a little bit to be more fantastical. But yeah, each of them is kind of based on a little idea, a little interesting thing I found. You know how I am. So let's say, let me give you guys, before I start, I guess, with the art, let me give you guys an example of like a random roll. Do I have, I think I have my D20 here in the back. Hold on. Wait, I don't cheat. D20. Here it is. Okay. So, let me give you guys an example. So, I'm going to throw right here 20, and that landed on 5. As you can see here. Don't worry, Bean. The camera's on you. That landed on 5. So, we go to the areas, and this gives us the Whistling Cliffs. Okay. The Whistling Cliffs are strange sandstone formations found near the northern shore. They have been carved by the wind into intricate honeycombs of rock. As the wind snakes its way around them, they create echoes that, according to some, sound like the voices of those who have passed. So that's one of the areas. Each of the areas, once again, has something a little bit magical to it. It's not just, oh, these are some cliffs. These are weird cliffs that sound like voices. So let's say, yeah, we rolled our die, we got the Whistling Cliffs, and we got the Golden Child as our artifact. So it could be that, you know, since the Golden Child artifact is, it's being pulled out of the rock exactly as in that shape. Maybe you are traversing the cliffs and suddenly you find something golden in the rock, and you start digging in the sandstone and pulling it apart, and it's a chunk of gold in the shape of a child. So, you know, it could be that you come across it naturally like that if you're in a natural area, or if you had the same artifact, but you went to a village instead of a natural area. The way you find it might be, you know, there's a merchant selling you this, or you have to sneak into someone's home to steal it, depending on your character and what you want to do with that. So you have to find a way to kind of combine both things. So, do you guys want to read one encounter? Or I'll give you one encounter for this island, so you can get the full scope of what the game is going to be about. So this is one of the encounters from the desert areas in Sarah. So there are longer and shorter encounters. I'm going to read you one of the shorter ones. You feel the sands shift. What starts as a trickle turns into a roar as a hole opens in the desert below your feet. A deep cave system appears below you and you lose your footing. You roll a d20 and you subtract one to the results for each piece of equipment you carry as your gear weighs you down. If you get 9 or lower, you have fallen down the chasm. You take 1 damage and as you hit the ground, and you're now lost in a dark and expansive cavern system. With a rope, a local map, or an oil lamp, you may navigate or climb your way out safely. Without any of them, you lose your way and spend the night in the frigid caves. taking damage from the cold. You take another damage. And if when you were falling, you roll 10 or higher, you successfully avoided the fall. So if you're lucky and you weren't carrying too much equipment, you might avoid the damage entirely. That's more or less how it works. And as you travel as well, you have a risk. There are not only encounters like these dangers that happen directly as automatically as a result of you being in a place. There's also another type of dangers that happens during your travels, which will depend on which method of travel you use. So if you spend more money on your travel, you have less dangers to face. But if you go for the cheapest options for travel, you get more chances to come across, you know, if you let's say go to the next area in a coach in an old chariot pulled by horses, you're likely to end up being attacked or robbed or something. But if you take the fanciest one, which is the airplane, you will mostly avoid all dangers. Anyway, how about we do the Golden Child, which I think would be an interesting artifact to represent here. Okay, let's go to the description again. I'll read it to you again. A mass of pure, unpolished gold, shaped like a newborn child. It was pulled out of the stone intact, as if sculpted by the earth itself. Those who hold it may feel a call to protect it at all costs, to the detriment of themselves and others around them, and will treat the ore as if it were their only child. So, what we need in terms of pictures is, I'm thinking, a newborn child. So, let's go search for newborn. And do you guys think this might be dangerous to Twitch? Actually, it might. Just like the shoulder pictures. Yeah, I'm gonna be cautious. But yeah, I'm trying to find like a little bundled up newborn baby. And then we'll use... Okay, this one's good, for example. Okay. This one's quite good. We don't want to like directly use this. We might use some like some of the face features and stuff, but we want this as a sort of guide for our shape. And wait, where's the... Oh, here. I have the stock search thing, but it glitches out if you pull it out of Photoshop a little, which is great. Love when that happens. Okay, so I think this one will work pretty well. Now let's look for gold. I'm gonna put this back here. Now, we need that like a rock, a golden rock. Or something that feels a bit rough. Mostly just finding golden things, which, you know, makes sense. That's most of what we see in the real world. What else could we look for like gold ore, maybe? Or just ore, perhaps. Something that'll kind of give us a raw metal. And then we can turn that into a golden hue, perhaps. Not the best, but gold nuggets. Nugget is good. Yeah, good call. Actually, Wikimedia might have better pictures for this. Now that I think about it. Ooh, look at this one on the left. Next to the Bitcoin for some reason. I don't think it's real gold. It's probably just a rock painted gold, but... Ooh, hold on. Hold up. Okay, that's a bit promising. Also, there's rain again. I'm sorry if that shows up on the mic. I think it's not. I think the noise filter is doing a good job, but if it gets annoying, let me know. Yeah, there's a decent amount of gold nuggets. Thank you, Mooney. Good call. Yeah, let's see what we got. You might find a very suggestive gold coin. Oh my god. Oh yeah, and this game is set in the early 20th century, so anything we do, we're gonna... Actually, why does it matter that it's gold? It's gonna be black and white. What a dummy I am. Let's go black and white. That way we don't have to think about color anymore. If you haven't seen it, these are two of the artifacts I did for the Kickstarter as like examples. These are also artifacts that you'll be able to find in the game, and these pictures will also show up in the book. These are specifically, if I recall correctly, this one is from Lazarak, from like the volcanic area, and it is said to be the death mask of someone who got drowned in a sea of ash. And the living stone is from Motag, from like the mountainous area. There's a lot of elements of like the stone itself being alive. So that goes with the same vibe. Okay, let's see. I think this one might be a good base. This is a hole? No. Yeah, so we got 1. 2. This one's a bit out of focus. This one's not the best. Hey, Capri. How are you doing? We're turning this baby into gold. So this one can make a pretty okay face. Maybe stretched a little bit like that. And this little chunk that's out here. Let's see. trying to figure out where all these can fit. That one can be this little chunk here. Then I think after this we'll bring back some of the real textures from the baby, like the hands and the feet and the face. Sort of put them back on to bring some order back into this. Okay, so we can take this little chunk, for example, that I didn't use. It was cut off here. So that was entirely new. And that can maybe be... Oh, that's a large layer. There we go. Maybe around the leg here. But now this is just plastering a baby with rocks, but it's fine. Hopefully we'll make it make more sense as we go. Okay, so I can probably repeat this texture here, maybe with a flip so it feels a little different. Okay, I can put that under the... Another flip. Can put that under everything. Okay, that sort of finishes the shape of... Now I gotta make it make sense. So I can take little elements from the actual baby. Let's say the face. Just the baby's skin or the clothes too? Just the skin. The idea is that it's a kind of a newborn baby made of gold that was pulled out of the stone like that, as if already like naturally sculpted that way, and whoever holds it feels a compulsion to care for it. That's if it were their own child's. Okay, how can we apply this? Hard lights. That's how I was born. I was mined out of the earth by my parents. Many such cases. It's a baked potato baby wrapped in foil. Yeah, I think I'll soften it with some Gaussian blur. And I wanted the hands and feet to also show up. Jerry Live, thank you for the follow. That baby in a rock? No, we pulled it out of a rock already. Don't put it back. Is the alien that Mexico announced a while back? No, mine is better. That one was fake, this one's real. Okay, now I want to edit the underlying rock. To make it fit the hands and stuff better. So for example, this one's all right, but the top there doesn't match the hands. So maybe I will bring in another one of these textures. How I use this one? This one might be good for hands. I use this. This might make a good hand in conjunction with the actual hand. True and real facts on this stream only. Y'all want to see the funniest comment I got today? Okay, so today I posted the Parasites barnacle that I've been making that got me banned off Twitch for a week. And I got this comment on Blue Sky. Hold on. Let me copy it over here. Funniest comment I've had in a while. Someone said, it doesn't target vertebrates. I think only targets crabs. And it certainly doesn't target humans. Your photos are absolute fakes. Please don't spread missing information. You should delete this post. I just realized they misspelled misinformation, which is incredibly good. Missing information. Actually, I did not, in fact, delete the missing information. It's so funny. I don't know why it's Blue Sky. Like, okay, I get this sort of comments on Twitter. once in a blue moon, like when something goes super viral, it absolutely escapes the usual circles, and it gets to people, to like this sort of guy out of context. It sometimes has happened on Twitter, but it's a rule of numbers, right? It's, you get to 1 million people, obviously, like someone like this is gonna see it. But on Blue Sky, my posts get like 50 likes. There's nobody on Blue Sky. It's a really niche social media still. But it feels like one of every 3 posts I may get this type of guy. It's not like the same one. It's this genre of guy. It's wild. It's like a weird phenomenon. Yeah, the fact that this is okay. You know how people sometimes when they post screenshots, they'll censor the profile pic with an emoji. I didn't. It might look like I did, but this is their actual. I didn't want to blur it because it's really funny. That's their profile pic is an angry face. They also argued with a bunch of people in the replies, which is really funny. That was not edited. That is actually their profile pic. Imagine like unironically putting an angry face as your profile pic. And then being surprised that people interpret your post as angry. Googly eyes. Perfect. It's done. Okay, let me see if I can select this little chunk here. That might be a good hand. The camera will go weird for a second. Don't worry about that. There it is. It's hard with this nuggets texture. It's really, really wrinkly and complex. So I feel like we gotta simplify that texture a little. Maybe bring in some other like metallic rock. We did have that piece of ore before. This one. That one might work. Did we search for just ore? Yeah, we did. It's mostly crystals though. Not a lot of metallic ones. Let's see. Let's search for metal ore. Nope. Metal rock? No. Music, give me music. Makes sense. Okay. Let's search in Wikimedia. So let me go to the browser. And let's go to Wikimedia. Search for gold ore, maybe. Then, whoa. Oh, there we go. Just ore. Nothing great there. What's a metallic shining rock? I don't know anything about geology. What do you got? This fool's gold. Fool's gold. That is pyrites. I think this is the one. Yeah, that's sort of what we're looking for. Really metallic feeling rock. Pyrite formations. That's cool. Quartz pyrites. Bit too crystalline. Those are nice rocks. Bit of an out of focus picture, unfortunately. Shungite. That's pretty cool. So I'm looking for something a bit more rough. Let's see. Shun. Like this. Not a lot, unfortunately. Too opaque. Hematites. Where you get iron from, right? That was cool. Okay, let's see if we find something metallic. That's shiny. Oh, it's pretty good. I am indeed back from being banned. And stronger than ever. Oh, actually, no. Actually, if I get banned again, it might be permanent. I don't know. Okay. Pyrite has some decent results, but this one's good. This one might be a little too rough. We'll tear the servers asunder. If it ever happens again, we'll make an even bigger fuss on Twitter, but hopefully it doesn't get to that. Hopefully they do what they should. Oh, this is what it looks like when polished. It's so cool. Okay, what other metallic rock? Cool bugs, but these are all textures. I mean, I could add a normal map to the baby. What would a normal mapped baby look like? I'm curious now. Download this. How big is this? Oh my god, this is like old school internet big. It feels like I'm downloading an image in like the early 2000s or the 90s. What the hell? How big is that? Oh, it's 12,000 pixels. That's why. I don't need that much. Let's get the 2000 pixel one. You just saw Bean. Here he is. Oh, doesn't let me download the 2000 pixel one. Well, while I waited for that to load, it actually downloaded the full one, so I guess we can use that. Let me try it. I think it might be funny. Also, I don't know if I've used this sort of like blue and purple ones before. So there's a thing on Photoshop called distortion maps that look pretty similar to like normal maps in 3D renders, and they do a similar thing. So what I can do is take this, and I don't know if the color will do anything, so I'll just try this out. Maybe flip it. There we go. And I'm gonna save this. Give it a second to save. PSB? Why? Okay, hold on. I think it's because this image being 12,000 pixels. But I simplified it. There we go. Now it saves. Okay, so if I take this and go distort display 20, let's try something a bit more exaggerated, like 30. And now we this is artifact 3. We apply the displace map. It does work. It does work. We have displaced the baby. Now it looks ripply. Actually, why is this smaller than the image? I think let's make it a bit bigger. Displays the baby. So it basically takes all of these little shapes and moves the image below them around according to those shapes. So it can take, and this is pretty strong, right? We went for 30 to show the effect, but now let's say we take this and apply it as a texture. With that combined, you get something that more or less works to turn... It works better on flat textures, right? So you can make a paper look crumpled with this sort of thing. Confused what have I found here? We're just making a baby ripple. A baby ripple. Put the baby in the wobbleizer. Yeah, it looks really good on flat textures. So yeah, if you want to take a paper and make it look ripply like that, it works great. This case, we're just testing out what this texture would do. I think it would need a little bit of distortion to work better. So let's say we take this. And especially around the face of the baby, which is what we might want to keep. You can distort that a little bit so it kind of fits like snugly. But I might want to use a different part of the texture. Let's say this, for example. So now we do the same thing. We take this. Wait, I made this black. It does. I don't think it matters if it's black and white to Photoshop. Maybe as a last step. I was actually thinking as a first step. Just to make the actual baby's face a little bit different and not as natural, so that, you know, works better with the stone. It's like the opposite of those realistic baby dolls. Oh, those are so creepy. Why do people make those? Didn't know the context of this. I'm making a gold baby. Oh wait, is this actually now all moved? Yeah. So we're gonna have to resize all the golds. Let me just get these. I'm gonna eyeball it. That looks about right. Now if I take this one and could apply the same filter as this texture version. Now it looks like this. I can put it on hard lights. Basically use it instead of the other one, and that way we'll get all these little ripples on top of whatever we make. And now we can bring back all the gold textures. Yeah, that said, these are too complicated. Like, we really lose all the detail once we put them on. As much as they're like real gold nuggets, I think we need something simpler. So let's see. We have these pyrite pictures. This one. Oh, it's tiny actually. Oh, that sucks. Okay, let's look for more metallic rocks then. Metal rock, this 1L. Wait, what was that image? It kind of looked like a ghostly apparition when I quickly scrolled through. But yeah, that's gonna give me metal music. This is an AI generated image. Yeah. Okay, that's all music. Slag? Let's see what slag looks like. Not shiny enough. Could be gold leaf, yeah. The gold leaf tends to look very crumpled, and that will give me the same effect as the gold nuggets, which I didn't want. See, Galena. Thank you to all the rock knowers in chats. Saving my ass today. Ooh. Hello. This is the same image. Yeah. Not the best, but it's a good metallic rock. That's wild. That looks really cool. Moscovites. We'll really look for pyrites at Lilith. But no great results. Okay, we're getting Santa Claus images for no reason. Okay, so we looked for Galena. What's the next one? Arsenic. Not metally enough, unfortunately. Gallium. Ooh. Yeah, this could be promising. I'll keep this one, but we'll see if we find any better ones. Come on, load for me. Why is it taking so long? Oh, it's tiny. Oh no. So small. Gallium in other stock photo websites? I doubt it. They don't tend to have a lot of mineral things. No, there's nothing. There's plants for some reason. Gallium melts at 26.6. Oh. And if you touch it, it melts? That's cool. Okay, so, nothing great for gallium. We got this one, which is potentially good. It's a pretty small picture though. Same for this one. Quite small. This one's really cool. This one could have some good texture considering it's a really large image. What do you get? Gallium crystals? Oh, but that's by SA. It's not fully public domain. It's a good picture though. I feel like bismuth is too bismuth looking. It has very specific patterns. Okay, let's get this one too. Okay, oh, we didn't search for Muscovites. This picture's tiny, unfortunate. This one's pretty cool. What's this? Makosi. What is that? Christian illustration of Makosh from George Slay. I don't know how to pronounce that. Ancient and Modern Religion of the Muscovites, 1698. Hi Makosi, I love you very much. Okay, let's see. Pyroxene. Metal minerals, that's true. Didn't search for that. Nothing right here. Let's see. Oh, books. Loads of books. Okay, let's see if there's anything good after. More books. Damn, they scanned this whole book. view some of these, really? Like the illustrations on here? What's going on here? Is it witches? Use of wire for suspending the fairies, etc. at the theater. That's a really good illustration, I love it. Oh, to be a floating witch. What is this? Crafts. Fossilized ivory? Okay, let's look for that because it's all graphs. Not what I was looking for, but I'm not disappointed. Look at these little guys. Oh my god. Glad we found them. Let's see. I feel like quartz is a bit more crystalline, so it wouldn't pass as gold, but they are pretty rocks. I used to have some quartz. Actually, I wonder if I still have it around here. As a kid, I used to spend all the little money I could scramble in going to a little store next to my grandpa's that sold a bunch of like little collector things like stamps, fossils, rocks, and I used to go there and just look for something cool and buy it, and I still have a lot of those to these days. Let me get you some. I got some over there for sure. Okay, this is a bit of a meteorite that fell in Argentina. Just a little chunk, but it came from space. That's cool, isn't it? I don't know how much. I remember like saving up a ton to get this as a kid. I was so excited. It's ferric. It actually has iron in it. It might actually be good for the baby if I had a good camera to get close-up shots of it, but I don't have it here. Oh. I had some rocks, but they're not there. I wonder where I put them. But yeah, I had a bunch of trinkets. This is not a trinket I bought, but it is actually the inspiration behind some of the places and artifacts in Dreadfarer. Actually, I'm not going to do it today because I need to get good pictures with my camera of these. These are fossilized bits of beehives or wasp nests, sorry. Ancient wasp nests. If you go to the dunes in Fuerteventura, near Corralejo, there are some beautiful, beautiful sandy dunes. And you stand on some spots and the wind is blowing. You'll hear this strange whistling sound that seems to come from around you. And when we were there, we were really confused about where did that come from? Why is it kind of whistly? It was these rocks. These rocks are full of little holes, and they're all over the ground. In some spots, they're just like concentrated in some spots. And when the wind blows, It'll like they don't individually whistle too much, but if the wind blows on a bunch of these together, they create. Bean loves this. Together they create a whistling sound, and it's really cool. So yeah, these I don't know exactly what they were, but they were part of a wasp's nests millions of years ago. Now they're sandstone. So all this to say, there's the area I described before with the whistling cliffs is based on that. And there's also an item called the sandstone flute. That's a flute that only makes sound when you leave it out on a windy day. And it's based on this, so I'm gonna definitely make a picture for that, and it's gonna use these little things. I got a bunch of them. Oh, meteorites might be good on Wikimedia. You are right. Okay, let's look for meteorites. Also, hi Migo, a bit late. What's your game about? My game's called Dreadfarer, and it is... Oh, this one's cool. Oh yeah, meteorite might be the goat here. It is a solo tabletop RPG, so you'll be able to play this on your own. You just need a notebook, a couple die, a d20 and a d4. And you just have to fill this little notebook as if it were your diary of your travels to this mysterious land called Lemuria. And you just go through different strange places and find weird cursed artifacts. And you get cursed yourself. Oh, thank you, Lilith. Hey, Bean. Sorry, that was Bean attacking my... No, he's attacking the D20. Okay, I'm gonna have to put these somewhere where you can't get to them, little kitty. It is gonna either destroy the precious stones or the precious D20. What did Bean roll? I actually didn't check. I don't think he made it roll, he just pushed it with a hand. Okay, let's see what Bean skipped over. Most of these are cuts. Ooh, that's a cool texture inside the meteorite. Where are you going, Bean? Oh, okay, he jumped off. Meteorites? Hey, that's from the same place. From Campo de Fierro. That's the same place as a meteorite I showed you before. Johnny Boy, thank you so much for the follow. Also, Duncan Roberts and Amigo a couple minutes ago. Thank you guys for the follows. Let's see how big this picture is. Ooh, it's a large boy. Okay, not the most focused. So not the best. Did they? Oh, it's a sculpture called Meteorites. Okay. Oh, shh, me. Hey. He was trying to scratch things he shouldn't scratch. Oh, this one's cool. Hey, Dak, how you doing? That one's pretty shiny. What a great picture. Looks like he's flying away. There he goes. What are we doing today? We're turning a baby into gold. Or turning gold into a baby, more appropriately. Whoa, cool picture. Hell yeah. That goes hard. Feel free to screenshot. Bad picture, unfortunately. Okay, let's see what we got. This one, not too useful, it's too small. Bimacosi. Yeah, let's download what we got. Let's put it on the baby, see what it does. This one's too out of focus. This one's cool. This one might have some areas that are good, but overall a little bit too messy, perhaps. King Midas in a baby. Let's get this one too. Okay. Back to Photoshop. Let's see what we can do with these images. Let's put them together. I'm mostly looking for things that are less complex than all these gold nuggets. Actually, we didn't look for gold nuggets on Wikimedia. Let's do that. We might actually find some better ones. Go up. Gold nuggets. Damn, alright, they have much bigger nuggets on Wikimedia. Who could have guessed? Look at this big boy. California's largest gold nuggets. I mean, I wouldn't call this a nugget, it's a rock. You could kill a man with this thing. But more importantly, being larger and a little bit like more eroded, it has simpler shapes. This one's pretty good too, but I don't think the picture is gonna... No, it's really small. Like, I guess it really depends on the nuggets. Some of them are really complex like this. Some of them are a bit more filed down, simpler. What? What? Chicken nugget with a man face on PNG. What is that doing on Wikimedia? Hey, literally. We're making a gold baby. So it's just looking for nuggets, but not a lot of gold nuggets actually. I was expecting more. But we got... No, this is too small of an image. Oh, this one's too small too. I guess I'll get them anyway, but I won't be happy about it. Is this one bigger? Eh. Not by much. Okay, well, it was worth a try. Okay, so, let's drag images in here. Okay, got a bunch of them. Old grave goods made of golds. No, because it has to look raw. Like it was just pulled out of the earth. That's why I'm going with natural rocks. I already have a lot of gold nuggets that work decently well, but I ended up discarding them because it's kind of hard to show the baby shape with all those little grooves. So I figured it might be better to start up with something simpler. So maybe one of these meteorites, like this one, already kind of has the general shape of a bundled up baby. So maybe. In general, with the rest of the artifacts that I want to do for this, I want to kind of do a rapid fire collection of them, just a bunch of them that aren't as impressive, because not all the artifacts are like, you know, visually the most impressive. I'm not going to do a picture for each artifact because then the book would be enormous. There's 120 artifacts gonna be, if my math is correct. So obviously I'm not gonna make 120 pieces because the book would never come out and it would be, well, 200 pages long at the very least. So we gotta pick and choose the visually interesting ones, the more like important ones to the story. But hopefully not all of them will be like as complicated as Gold Baby. But I wanted to start with an interesting one. 120 artifact book. Okay, then wait 2 years for me to make that. I don't know exactly how many I'll illustrate. I'll see how long it takes me to do most of these, and based on that, I'll figure out a number that's reasonable. Okay. What are the artifacts for? These are for Dreadfarer. Which is the game I'm working on. And if you did support this on Kickstarter, obviously the digital version of the book will be available forever. There's no problem with that. For the physical version, once we have them printed and we see like how much it's going to cost and stuff, we'll probably have some for sale like on their own, but that might be a bit after all the Kickstarter people have had theirs. This baby is messed up. I guess it is. It is. Sorry about falling asleep. Don't be sorry for that. You sleep well, did she? Hello, Bean. Wow. You guys hear Bean meow? Hey, Bean. You want to say something? Go on. No? Okay. You already put it out of your system. Big scream. Hello, Bean. Jump. Ooh, my boy. Ooh, my boy. What? Do you want cuddles? Hold on. I'll put you on my shoulders. Like so. Are you comfy? No? Okay. Let's to hang out. The stuff from Dreadfarer is so cool looking. Thank you, Dick. Hello, Bean. You're standing on my tablet. Yes, indeed. Hello, Bean. Come over. Jump. Jump. He asks for attention. Come on. No? Jump up. Let's go, dude. Come on, man. Yeah, come on. Doesn't listen to me. Does not listen to me. There you go. Let's give the boy a treat. Let's he listen to me. Okay, Bean. Here's your treats. Good crunch. There you go. Get all the dust. All the dust. There you go. Okay, we got the general baby shape. Now let's put this under the baby features. Do they show up? Well, they're technically here. They're just hard to see. Oh, we can see the feet are showing up now. This hand too. The face is harder though. So I think it needs to be brighter. So okay, let's take another texture. Something that's generally flat. Maybe this? Maybe Shanty. No more tea. Why did Photoshop select that? If I eat or drink something and Beanie's on my shoulders, he gets really curious and he starts smelling like, what are you having? So I'll pass him whatever I have on my hands. He'll give it a little smell. He just has to inspect it. Make sure everything's up to code. Oh, he's been purring this whole time, by the way. It's low so the mic can't pick it up, but he's so happy to when he's on my shoulders that he does not stop purring. Oh, my baby. Okay, that's pretty good. I feel like I need to make the whole thing shinier. That gold look. So let me group that up. Call that media. Oh, careful, Bean. You wanna go? collect meteorites. And, oh, right here. There we go. Let's bump the contrast a little bit. Oh, bean. Oh, he wants to play, but he's stacking cables at random. You don't do that. Come on, dude. What's up with you? What's your problem? Do you want to play? Is that it? Do you want to play? Picking me up like a sandwich so I can eat him. Okay, I'll bring you a toy. You want to play? Stay right here. A toy. Or do you want to get up on my shoulders again? Now he's standing there. Okay, we'll see what he wants to do. That's going pretty well. I like this rock way more than the nuggets. Even though it's technically less like real gold, it'll read better, so ultimately that's what matters, isn't it? So we're gonna use our own soft light layers to go over the features, like separate the face from the body, kind of have the shape of the arms work better, that sort of thing. Let's see what Bean is up to. Hello, Bean. What are you up to? Oh. He's looking at you chats. Really curious about you. Oh, hold on. Let me open up the camera like so. Oh, he's looking at my mouse. It's following it around. Don't attack me! Someone clip that. You just jumped on the camera. Bean! What was that? Are you gonna go again? Oh, yeah, he is. Bean? Shh. Oh, he found the catnip. Oh no, he found the catnip. Okay, Bean, Beneki. You guys want to see Bean on catnip? Shh. No. Don't touch that. No. That's really valuable. Ooh, I got him. Bean, look. Oh, thank you. Okay, let's give you catnip. For bringing me that toy. See? Just a little bit of it. Okay, yeah. It's here. He's going wild. He found the catnip. Yeah. Here you got some more here. smells good, doesn't it? He usually flops on the ground when he smells it. Oh, there he goes. The flop. The bean flop. You found it. You found the hiding spot for the catnip. You found the weed stash. The devious flopper. Oh, he's straight zooted right now. Maybe. Kissing the fingers. Kissing the fingers. Oh, he's going for the mic. Hold on. I'm gonna offer him. Nope, that's... Hold on. I gotta be careful not to let the catnip bag fall everywhere. He's going wild for that hair clip, or hair tie, sorry. Boom. There he goes. Okay. He's so cute. He's suited. I'm chip sitting him right now. Bean, did you just eat my forever weed? Dude, you know that lasts forever, right? Dude. Go get it. Go get it. We'll see if he brings it back. I think he might be too zooted to understand the game right now. Anyway, a little distraction because Bean found the weed. Where should I have this now? Now she knows where it is. It wasn't even well hidden. It was just under some papers. I'm gonna put it somewhere he doesn't usually look. Under his own bed. Okay. Now it's hidden again. Oh, there's Bean. Hello. The boy's back. He's looking in the hiding spots where the cat weed used to be. Oh. What did he throw on the ground? What was that? Oh. Devious beast. That was the pen, the dip pen that I use for Patreon messages. But it wasn't damaged, thankfully. Just fell on the ground. If it had fallen on the tip, it might have been damaged, but I don't think it did. Okay. Back to it. So. Now we gotta sort of exaggerate the features a little bit, I think. I'm just kind of going over them and painting it in so it feels a little stronger. Bean is going insane on the ground right now. Still a little bit zooted, I think. Oh, it's raining again. What a rainy night. Okay, so there's this big hole on the meteorites. And I think I'm gonna move it around, but I don't know where to put it. Be like over the leg here. Like so. I have a Beanie Baby that sort of looks like Bean. Let me see. Yeah, that's Bean-like. It's cute. Put it in the eye. This hole? Could be. It's a bit large. I could repeat it later and see if it works on the eye as well. How you doing, Nap? Oh, and thank you for the save reminder. I don't think I've saved since the beginning of the stream, which is dangerous. PSB? Why? I guess I repeated too many images. Just got to work. Oh my god, good luck. Hey Bean. Are you still zooted? How you feeling? A large amount of catnip. So I'm applying this here, and I like that. Yeah, let's go with that. I'm gonna do the same for the other eye, considering it worked pretty well for this one. But I will flip it like so, and then I will pop it. Whoa, that broke. Hold on. Puppet warp. Makes it feel a little bit rougher and carved. So that's good. Good suggestion. Okay, more things, more things. This hole on the hand here, I'm gonna remove it. Or change it for something a little bit milder. Like so. Oh, good night, Pyro. Thanks, Capri. Fun fact I discovered 10 minutes ago. A little walking Fresno Nightcrawler remote matches up perfectly with the... I don't know what that song is, but it matches up with a lot of songs, surprisingly. I think it just might have like a really common BPM, which was not planned, but it's great. I love when it matches up with whatever song's playing. It would hurt so hard to push out. Oh, don't worry, it was found in the rock. I don't know if you saw the explanation before. Thankfully, nobody had to push this thing out. Although it messes with your mind in a way that makes you think that it is your baby. Okay, so far so good. This foot and this hand look really good. This hand is a little harder to see. That's not necessarily terrible. Like, confuse a little with the face. I think, you know, makes it look a little rougher. But this foot, I think this foot should pop up a little bit more. So I could take the same texture as the face, like another bit of it, and use that over here for the foot. And let's see if it works. Glad babies aren't real. My favorite type of misunderstanding is when people have those reborn baby dolls and they leave the baby dolls in the car on a hot day. People start thinking it's a real baby and they start calling the cops. Oh my god. Multiple stories? Why would people bring a doll to their car? Do people just carry those around? That's scary. That's even scarier than the misunderstanding. Hold on. How does the foot work? Oh yeah, it kind of blends in here. Yeah, okay. I'll have to draw it manually a little bit. Seeing the real baby was almost more jarring. So reborn baby doll started as a way for mothers who lost a baby or had a miscarriage to deal with grief. Is it? Okay, I had no idea it started that way. Also, some people just like playing baby dolls as adults. The most recent time I saw this happen was a grandma who had just had the baby doll as her hobby. Still, like, keep them in your house, right? Bringing them in the car is... I don't understand why you would do that. Hey Bastron, how you doing? Gentle Hero, thank you for the follow. And honestly, I didn't think this through when I was putting in the base image, but it works pretty well for the background of the artifact as well. Because I wanted to sort of feel like they're in a museum. And that sort of, you know, a little blanket makes it feel like it's been taken in the archive of a museum or something. We're glad to see you here, hero. How long do you think it'll take for religious crazies to find this image and use it as propaganda? This one? I don't think I'll find this one. It's going to be in an obscure TTRPG book. I hope they don't get to it. Like, it might be online as well, but the majority of these images are just gonna be on the book because I don't want to post all of the images online. I wanna keep a lot of them for the book only. And I'll do some out of stream as well, so you'll be surprised, I hope. Is what an X-month-old fetus looks like during an abortion. I hope they'll never find it, don't worry. Already ended up in Snow Swans twice. Don't forget about the second time. And technically 3 times, but one of them was an interview. You know about the second time? Hold on. So the first one was hold on, I think I have them saved somewhere. So the first one was, oh no, this is the interview, sorry. This was the first one, the River John Mermaid. And then they did an interview, same author as the article. It's really nice. And the other one, I think I got it. The other one was the skeleton crab. It was by the same like a person who worked for the Nautilus expedition, which is also the place where I got the picture for the dead mermaid. Not the dead mermaid in the other article, but the whale fall mermaid. So it all ties together. This one here. So the base picture here was a whale fall taken by the Nautilus expedition, and in that expedition, the person who did the Snopes article on me also participated. So it's a full circle type of moment. The Valdevia verse is ever expanding. Exactly. So I picked this rock. I picked this baby here bundled up because I thought it would be nice if you could kind of only see the face, the hands, and the feet, and the rest was kind of indistinct. So I think I'm gonna keep it this way. Yeah, I don't know what to do for the background. Could just keep this. Problem is the texture here looks very much like synthetic fiber, which doesn't work great. But then again, where would I put it? What did I do for the other ones? I forget what I did. But these two, I kind of had them in like simple backgrounds, like, you know, wooden floor, dark background. I could do something similar. Frequently see people on your alt Twitters retweeting your work, and it always makes me giggle like, I know that guy. Hell yeah. If this is a museum piece, is a museum open admission, or do you have to pay for a ticket? It's not explicitly a museum piece. So I want to go with like a pretty unintrusive background, because the idea is that you find this artifact and you can choose what to do with it. One of the options is you give it to a museum. Another option is you give it, you sell it on the black market, get a lot more money, but get way more chances of being cursed. So it could also be like a weird auction, right? On something that's fairly indistinct. Let's see. I'm gonna move it a little bit more to the right. Hide this, and let's see what I got in my resources folder. Humans started flocking to it and just stood around the gas case going, oh dude, that's my baby. No, that's my baby. So you gotta protect it. You gotta protect it so it doesn't get stolen. Come over, Bean. Hello. That's my baby. This is my baby. He's a full adult. But it still acts like a baby, so it's getting treated like one. Pretty wild that he's not trying to escape. Sing a little dance for us. Ooh, ooh. Sort of like bundled up cloth might work. Let's get a bean cam going. Hold on. Oh, they're giving us a cold shoulder bean. Can't believe that. The world wants to see you. He's just very confused at that. Okay, the problem with this texture is that it makes it feel very small. So perhaps another? This one might be better. I use this one a lot in the Dagon collection book. That was one of my standard backgrounds for that. That worked very well here as well. I think something pretty dark like this makes it fairly indistinct. Kind of lets you focus on the gold, baby, which is the important bits. Okay, I'm gonna delete all the gold nuggets because I don't think we need that anymore. And all these rocks. Same thing. And we're gonna take all of this, call it baby. There it is. That's better. He's cancel Val. He's forcing his son to be on camera. He loves it. He loves it. Don't you speak for Bean. He's made for the camera. He's trained his whole life. Said this is going to be per TTRPG book. Yes. Is it going to be released publicly? Yeah, it's gonna be available. Well, I did a Kickstarter for this a couple months ago, so obviously all the people who supported on Kickstarter are the first ones who are gonna get this physically. Yeah, there's gonna be a PDF version that's gonna be widely available, and for the physical version, that's gonna depend. Like, obviously the priority is to get it to the people who got it on Kickstarter, and then we'll see about like having some spares for people who still want some. But we'll see about that once we get to printing. Which is still in a bit. We're still working hard on it. Okay, what do you guys think of this? Oh, sorry. It's missing the most important thing. There we go. What do you guys think of this? You missed my Kickstarter, you did. That's okay. We'll probably still be able to grab one when it's out. Yeah, honestly, the support for the Kickstarter was wild. I was not expecting that amount of support for something that is quite niche. Like, solo TTRPGs aren't everyone's cup of tea, so I was not expecting that amount of support, but we went way over the initial goal. Okay, a couple things I want to fix. This little line here. This little crack. Thanks, Happer. Putting one of the holes that we removed from another place. I'll put it somewhere around here, just to fill in this like pretty empty area. And then I think we need a bit more contrast below the baby. So like exaggerating the shadow, perhaps. And then put it all together. That's better. I think as a general rule, I'm probably not going to sign all of these because they're going to be small illustrations in a small book. So there's going to be a bunch of them. And it's not like my regular online pieces where, you know, we're going to post them around and it's kind of a game of look for the signature. There's going to be other games of looking for things within the book. So I'm not gonna add to that. But yeah, that's artifact number 3 here. Just a golden baby. I really like how this one looks. This is one of the ones I really wanted to do. Oh, that's Snopes. Hold on, I wanted to open the other one. Let's see, what time is it? Been at this one for 2.5 hours. Let's see if there's a simple one that I could do really quickly. Oh, there's a really good one. It's a phoenix. But it's a poor... Well, I'll just read you the description for this one. A leathery crimson bird with sparse feathers sticking at haphazard angles. The pitiful creature is encased in an intricately carved golden box, with holes small enough to see the bird without it escaping. Nestled around it are offerings of desert flowers and fruits. Every few days, the bird bursts into flame, screeching and crying. From the ashes, a chick emerges, pecking at the box and growing till it's ready to die again. This one was by Neon, at least like the initial idea of it, and I really love this one. The idea of a phoenix that's been just trapped in a golden cage and is just stuck there to die and revive for people's entertainment. I might do that one. I think that was really cool. But not today, because that one will be a complicated one, and I need to find like a golden cage, which might be hard. So it's going to be dependent on finding the material. But that one's cool. What else do I have? An intricately carved arrowhead. Yeah, I definitely want to do the sandstone flute. I don't know how many I'm gonna do per table. Each table, I mean like artifacts of one area. So for each 20 items, I don't know how many I'll do art for. I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to do some sketches of what what each page is gonna look like to see how dense it's gonna look, and if it's gonna look too, if I put too many images, it's just gonna take a long time to go through each of these tables, and that's not very interesting. Thanks, Zach. Your baby crying. It's coming for a crate or black market auction. Surely they aren't trafficking a baby, you think to yourself. You open the crate and there it is. A baby that needs you. A strong wave of maternal instinct washes through you and all rationality leaves you. Exactly. Oh. Side quest. You can release the phoenix, but it'll undoubtedly down its own out of captivity. Oh, that's so sad. Honestly, I could see that. There is for the options of what to do with the artifacts, and you're gonna be able to choose for each of them that you get. They are selling them on the black market and getting a bunch of money, but a bunch of curse points. Giving it to a museum, which gives you a little money but less curse points. You can give it back to the people who to its own culture, to the people who deserve it, which will give you no money but will remove your curse points. So it's a good way of avoiding being cursed if you're not hurting on money. And you can pocket it for yourself, which, like, in case of the baby, maybe like the baby specifically, the effect it makes you feel like it's your own. So you might want, just for story purposes, to pocket it for yourself, but that will give you a bunch of curse points. Like, if you keep it, you're like most definitely getting some sort of curse from it. But let's see. Let me see if there's anyone I can do in a shorter time. A map would be too complicated. Oh, these are all good, but too complicated. Either too simple or too complicated. What if I did a bean edit? It's true. I've been waiting for the moment exactly like this one at the end of the stream to do a bean edit. So the couple weeks ago, a few weeks ago, might be longer than that, I did this one, which is an edit of the moment where Bean and Kawa, the dog, met. And I wanted to do a second part to that. So I'm gonna pull up the PSD. I think I got the second image there. So these are images of when they met. They're really cute. They love each other. This dog and this cat. They're the unlikeliest of friendships. But this was when they were first meeting. So the dog was just, you know, kind of playful and didn't really like they don't really get each other's like body language, because, you know, dogs and cats just have very different body languages. So at first, Kawa, the dog, was like super pushy and kept like kissing Bean and pushing him with her muzzle, and eventually Bean had to like step in and slap her in the face to go like, hey, there, no, don't, that's the limit. And they had to learn like that slowly to see to learn to know the other one's body language. But now every time they interact, Bean will go over to her and will do this with his head, because every time she sees him, she's super happy and she starts licking him everywhere. Bean knows this, and he'll do this with his little head every time he meets her to say like, here, kiss me here. That's where you need to groom me. Oh, they're so cute. Anyway, this was after the meeting, and it ended up with this photo, which I think is just so wonderful. They just sat like this, and I called their attention and took this photo real quick, and it's just perfect. So I was thinking of having this one of the meeting, like this was when they first met, and Bean is just, you know, kind of exploding into a bunch of limbs and tails, and then after, Bean is all proud like this, and Kawa is behind him, kind of like a bodyguard. So Bean has recruited her. See you, Deck. Thank you so much for coming. So first of all, I might want to remove the shoes from behind. This was right after I moved back into this room, so I still had stuff lying around, and it was like right behind here. It's kind of full of bullshit. Which is annoying, but I wish I had taken a little bit of zoom, like I had zoomed out a little bit for this picture, because it cuts off their feet, and that bothers me slightly. It's not the worst thing in the world, but slightly bothersome. My nose is itching because there's probably a bean hair somewhere, and it's gonna make me sneeze at some point. Okay, so I'll probably leave this in the back. There's no easy way to remove it. But for the shoes, I can probably remove those. Doesn't have to be perfect, because it's going to be cut off at the top there. Like so. don't know what's wrong with you tonight. I mean, the misspellings. That happens to me all the time. There are just days like that. And you know, with these being edits, I try to just have fun with them and not be super picky and perfectionist about what I do as opposed to the rest of my stuff. I try to just let myself be okay with things being a bit messier and shittier, and that's kind of liberating. I have fun with them, you know? They're just for a silly cat account. So if I want to remove some shoes, I just do some really quick and messy clone stamping. That's usually enough. Because I'm gonna put some more eye-catching effects. So we lose out a little bit on some details. Doesn't matter. Not going to be the focus of attention. That said, what should I edit here for Bean? The last picture was him turning into a little ball of evil. I might actually add some sort of like darkness around it. I think that might be fun. Like it's a thing of shadows, pretty much. But leave the eyes visible. Like they're pierced through. Let's see what this looks like after Smart Filters merging with the dog. Also, hi, Lass. How many people would fall for it if I started sharing your bean edits on TikTok and pretending they were real? I don't know, I might try it someday. I still have... I tell myself every day that I should use TikTok more, and I don't, but... That's where people are. Unless they ban it, I guess. But... Dapper, would you help me with TikTok if I ever start using it more? Would you help me navigate its algorithm and intricacies? Scares me. Okay, this is better. I like this. This is just a pure ball of evil. Doing accidentally semi-viral ones? What for? Okay, so I'm gonna make this generally more blue, I think. bit more contrast, a little bit bluer. You should post a speeded up version of your edits for one video type and then post the pics of horror questions with voiceovers. I was thinking that the second thing, yeah. Just have the basically my regular posts but in video form. So it's the image in the background, maybe scrolling, maybe zooming, as I voice over with subtitles and with some background music. And watermark your videos? Good call, yeah. I don't know if TikTok works well if you do different types of videos. It might be better to just do voiceovers, or to just do like speeded up edits or something. I don't know. Does TikTok reward more variety and more posting, or consistency of posting the same thing? You're talking about Omegaverse? Yeah, tagged a friend thinking he was the only one who would see it. Imagine my shock when I looked in and stayed I had 50,000 views. TikTok's algorithm is strange, isn't it? It could just be the third eye thing, like, because the idea is to put this one in contrast with the other one of being a shadow evil creature. So it could technically be unedited, but I don't really post like unedited pictures of Bean. I think it's funnier if it's always a little bit messed up somehow. So it could be third eye. The speed edits will probably not do as well as the VO videos, but both will help boost your content. People love seeing the creative process. There's also a big section on TikTok dedicated to horror. So people who see your speed edit will be, because they will be more drawn to see the horror video content, and people who like horror will probably find it interesting to see the creative process. That's fair, yeah. Thank you for the insight, Lilith. I'm thinking like speed edits, if you speed them up too much, it gets kind of dizzying. It has to be heavily edited, like the ones you see in the beginning of the streams, like this one, for example. They are generally my shorter edits, and they are and they're heavily edited to like speed up some sections more, some sections are slower, and it's still like you can't get much slower than 5 minutes, which I think is too long for TikTok. So might be better to just do more of an edited, you know, taking little chunks and even like taking like little snippets from the streams themselves, where it's, you know, this little spot, this little spot, this little spot, and you kind of see a little bit of each part of the edits. I don't know. Don't know yet. Because 5 minutes is too long for TikTok, isn't it? Oh, you know what would be funny? Hold on. I got it. I got it. It's not that they're fused together. Is that she becomes like him? It's too dark. Too hard to see. The problem is not as much ADHD as in the speed. The problem is you notice I zoom in and out a lot to see what I'm doing. If you speed that up enough, it's actually like flashing images, so it can be like actually dangerous to people with epilepsy. And it's also really hard to know what's going on. Mainly. Recorded your speed paint once, made it up and felt motion sick when it got too fast. Yeah, there's definitely like an ideal speed for those. This is hard. Her eyes are really hard to see in this picture. Let me see if I got any other better ones. I got many pictures of Gawa. I don't know if any of these specifically will show the eyes. No. But I got many a picture of the little puppy. Where's my phone? Mostly phone pictures, or exclusively phone pictures, but... Oh, it's true, I can't send them to myself through Discord. That's very annoying. Because they can get compressed on Discord now. Hey Cass, how you doing? You pulled up a secondary window that didn't zoom in and recorded that. That's smart. For me, my recordings are, you know, they're the same thing. When I do a stream, I have a plugin on OBS that keeps recording of only the screen. So only the background without any of my overlays, so that I can take that and turn them into speed edits. I don't usually do it because it ended up taking a lot more editing than than you'd expect. It's not just speeding it up. So I end up forgetting to do that all the time, but I still have a recording of most of my streams. I have to clean them up from time to time, especially on this computer, because it's this computer is like reaching its limit of storage. So, but on the new computer, I'll keep them for longer, which will be useful for Discord. For Discord? TikTok. God damn. Okay. Photos of the doggy. Trying to find ones where we can see the eye as well. I have a ton of pictures of her like this, because she does that all the time. Every time, well, the camera doesn't pick it up very well, but every time she sees you, she will lie down and do this, and it's really, really cute. Like, here's another one on a different floor, and there she is doing her thing. Actually, this one has a really good eye. Well, that was complete coincidence. How did I share it last time? I'll just send it to myself on Gmail. Just stupid, but... Okay, let's see. It should pop up at some point. Yep, there it is. Download. I guess it's not that much slower than Discord. It's just annoying to have to send it to me as an email. I got home from an art group. An art group? Nice. What kind of things do you do in an art group? Yeah, isn't Kawa so cute? She's great. I love her. She does this all the time. The lying down thing. It's just a way of asking for cuddles. It's so cute. And that actually works quite well for a third eye. I need to edit it a bit so it fits the rest of the picture, but... it has to be fairly darker. Is the whole family getting a third eye portrait? That's just like a little continuation of this. Hold on. Of this image here. It's like when they first meet, and then they got along, but Bean converted her into some type of creature. Oh, stop doing that, Photoshop, please. Thank you. I'm gonna save everything. I don't trust you, Photoshop. Crashed on me the other day, but I was not on stream. Okay. What do I do with the shine on the eyes? Like, there's definitely a different reflection from this one. So, I'm thinking... I'll clone stamp it out. And then add 2 little shines from here. So let's add that on lighten. There we go. You could put one of Bean's eyes on her. Ah, it's a good idea too. Oh yeah, that would imply it's taking her over. It is a different vibe than it's converting her into a creature too. I feel like this feels a bit more like they're allies as opposed to, you know, Bean taking over entirely. Okay, there we go. It's pretty much good, I think. Eldritch Besties, yes. Okay, I think I need to blur the eye a little bit too. Like the third eye I added. Yeah. That's definitely the case. Does it make a big difference? It actually kind of does. Okay, let's go into the camera raw filter. Oh, it's getting late, but I did start quite late, so no worries. Okay, so I'm gonna give this a little bit of blue so it fits the other image. I don't mind the contrasts that much because I like the fact that Bean's face is like really, really dark and we can only kind of see the eyes, a little bit of the nose, you know? That's cool. Oh, I want to see what the lens blur does here in a more complicated scene like this. Will it manage to like figure out what is closer, what is further away? I'm always curious about that. Let's see. Come on, you can do it, filter. I trust you. I believe in you. There it is. Let's see, visualize depth. That's actually not too bad. Like, it's not doing great on the hair here. So like, I'll take these hairs, maybe focus them. Is that how it works? You know, that's not bad. Where's the background out a little bit? But I'm gonna reduce the blur amounts, so it's not that exaggerated. Kind of makes all the bullshit in the background fade out a bit. Okay. That's, I would say, pretty good. We have not signed this, nor the other one, I think. So I don't think I'll be able to poison this one. Okay, are you loading? Uh-oh. Uh-oh, I think I broke it. It's stuck like this. That is scary. Let me click away and in. Okay, okay, okay. Phew. It was just the UI getting stuck. I thought it was like stuck processing or something. Calm. That's how it felt. Okay, did I sign this? Made it a while ago, so I don't remember. I did not. Okay, where should I sign this then? The ground, the ugly green chair. Here, maybe? Like, okay, let's do a soft light. Make it feel like it's sort of embossed. Let's see if I manage this. Because it's also like in a pretty blurry area, so I can't do super clear. It has to stay fairly blurry. It's not bad, right? Gonna blur that out just a touch. Okay, that's for picture 1. For picture 2, I was thinking of doing the same thing, but it's kind of hidden. Oh, that makes things harder. Also, I just noticed that the edge here, not the best. Gonna go in here into the lens blur and gonna blur things. Right. Okay, let me zoom in, please. There we go. For some reason, when you scroll, well, that tool is picked, it doesn't let you zoom in. Just changes the size of the tool. There we go. That's better. But I'm noticing more areas. That's a problem with this tool. It doesn't do edges very well. It tends to look pretty good at a glance. But once you start zooming in, like it should have blurred all these edges. That seems to be mostly it. Okay. Then, whoa, I hate when Photoshop does that. Okay. As for the signature in this one, like we can do it right here in the corner. It would be some continuity, which would be fun, but I don't know. Like it would be quite hard to see. Would be like this. It's a great song, yeah. Like this is not the worst, but oh, maybe if I just give it a little bit of, hold on, a clone stamp. That goes up a little bit like this. You know, it doesn't work too badly. I thought it would be worse. So we'll keep that. We'll keep that. Oh, Outer Wilds. One of my favorite games. Yeah, I love it. One of those games I wish I had a machine to remove memories so that I could play it for the first time again. I have no idea what that studio is up to, but really excited for whatever they come up with next. Anyway, there we go. We got Bean and Kawa. The meeting. The indoctrination. Okay, I'm gonna call this Bean and Kawa 2. There we go. All right. Not bad. We got content for the Bean account. Last time I posted something on the Bean account, everybody was like, "How's Bean doing? I've missed him." I'm like, sorry, I haven't posted many new Bean edits. Maybe they're working on the memory machine. You know what? That'll be great. If you make an amazing game and a memory machine so you can play it for the first time again and again, I think that's the perfect strategy. You don't have to make any other games. You got it in one. What do you think, Bean? All right, but we got this, and we got the gold baby, which, you know, is gold. Trust me. Trust me. It's goldish. Actually, for the other ones, kind of added some sepia. Should I add some sepia to this? I could have a little bit of variety. Some of the pictures are cleaner black and white. Some of them have a bit of a tone. I think that would give it a little bit of an interesting touch. Like this one could have the slightest orange, for example. Like not a huge difference, but it does make a difference. Oh wait, one last thing here. Dust and scratches. What do you say? CD meaty and calabobos. Oh. You mean like the small droplets of rain? Is that depends a lot on the area you're in. So calabobos is I think set in like the center of Spain. I've heard it tidi-midi with a CH. I don't know where that one's from. And nature book. Yeah, why did you learn that? That's fun. In Asturias, here we say orvallo. Like this, orvallo. Asturias is a really rainy region, and it rains, you know, that this like thin rain is really, really common. And we call that orvallar. Orvallar is a verb, orvallo is a noun. Teach me more in Spanish. Perfect timing. That's technically not Spanish, though. That's technically Asturiano. Asturiano is the language that's spoken here in Asturias. It's pretty similar to Spanish. If you've heard Spanish and you're fluent in it, you'll probably be able to understand Asturiano without much problem. But it does have a lot of unique words as well. Like most of the words are similar. Like, for example, if a word ends in O in Spanish, it usually ends in U in Asturiano. For example, Asturiano is Asturiano. So sometimes just changing a letter, but sometimes it's more complicated than that, obviously. And the grammar is a bit different. Booba and Kiki. Actually, I'm gonna make a music recommendation. I don't think I can play this on stream, but if you want to hear some music from Asturias that takes folklore but makes it modern, in the same way that Rosalía did. Rosalía had a lot of international reach. She did that with flamenco. She took flamenco and kind of her with a producer turned it, like, mixed that with like electronic sampled music and created something very unique and very special, right? Then she started doing reggaeton, and I don't really like what she does anymore, but I like that first album that she did like that was amazing. There's an equivalent in Asturias that's kind of doing a similar thing with our folkloric music, called Rodrigo Cuevas, you know. Rodrigo Cuevas. He's amazing. I highly recommend giving that a listen. Most of the songs are in Asturiano. Some of it is in Spanish. There's some in Gallego, because he also takes a little bit from the tradition of Galicia, which is the neighboring region, which also has a different language. But if you want to hear some Asturiano and hear like the sort of music that's traditional to this place, you'll enjoy Rodrigo Cuevas, because he takes that and he makes it very extra, and he dresses in the most fantastic ways. He has a bit of a drag queen kind of aesthetic as well that he applies to like folkloric dresses. It's great. So yeah, give Rodrigo Cuevas a look. I keep finding really good Spanish goth rock. Give me names. Maybe I'll know them. Okay, let me save all of this. So I just realized I was saving all these images in less than perfect quality JPEGs, which should be a crime. You know it was a different language? Asturiano? Yeah. There are two things. There are the dialects of Spanish spoken in Asturias, which is mostly just taking stuff from Asturiano and mixing it into Spanish. And there is the language. Most people kind of speak somewhere in between, like unless you go to Oviedo, which is the capital of the region, or Gijón, like the bigger cities, people will speak a more standard Spanish, which is kind of what I grew up with, because I grew up next to Oviedo. But then in the summers I would go to Llanes, which is like the Llanes area, which is a very rural area with a really strong accent. And so I have a little bit of both. I can do both registers depending on who I speak to. I can speak with a really standard Spanish that people can't really put a finger on where I'm from, or I can speak in a very Asturian dialect with a lot of different words, But yeah, I don't speak the language. I don't speak the full language Asturiano. I just know some things from it because I was never taught in school, even though I should have. Because it's a language that was really close to being pretty much eradicated, and they're only now it's starting, like people are starting to teach it again in schools. It's starting to get a little bit more use, but it was if the politics around it hadn't changed in the last 10 to 20 years, it was probably gonna be extinct in no time, like as a language, which would have been really sad. I got the Bible in Asturiano somewhere around in this house. I think it's in the room behind me. Zemoa. I have not heard them. Zemoa. I will give that a listen. Thank you. A similar situation with Scots English and Scottish English. Yeah, exactly. I think that's a really apt comparison. But yeah, I'm glad that it survived. I'm glad it's getting a bigger wave of support and representation politically and then culturally in general. Asturiano, and it is there are a few people clamoring to make this a co-official language. So we call co-official languages those who, apart from Spanish, which is the official language of the entire country, in some regions there are other languages that are also official, so you can like go do administrative things, and there should be someone who speaks that language there. You should be able to fill any official government paperwork. There should be also a version in the other language. So ideally, you'd be able to just live with whatever language you see fits and use the one you prefer in most situations. But obviously not the reality of it is not there, because not that many people speak it at the moment, especially in the cities. But many people are pushing to make it co-official, so it has a bit more of a protection, like officially from the government, and so it's like more protected. It's easier to teach it in schools and stuff, and eventually we can get to that point, like with Catalan in Catalonia, where the language is spoken more widely, and people can, go to the doctors, and the doctor is expected to like at least be able to converse with you in that language. That sort of thing. It's more of a long-term plan, but I really hope they make it co-official, so that at least like administratively you can like fill out any paperwork you want in that language. It's a bit easier to go around with it. But yeah, we'll see. It's more of a, it's turned into kind of a political wedge issue for many years, where the right-leaning party doesn't want to make it official, and the left-leaning parties do. So they keep making, every time the left-leaning government has enough power, they keep making, like, pushing towards it. So we'll see if that happens. The Witherling, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, folks. How was your stream, Witherling? What did you do? Hello, everybody. My name is Eduardo, and I do Photoshop horror edits. As you can see, the most horrifying thing is my kitty. His name is Bean, and that dog over there, her name is Kawa. They recently met, and at first, Bean was a little bit like apprehensive, a little bit scared. So he kind of like, presented himself like that, but eventually they got along together really nicely, and now Kawa is starting to exhibit some strange behaviors, but it's fine. Now they're friends. Welcome, folks. Hey, Vlad. More Bean edits, yes. Thank you, Wither. But before we were doing this has been a silly edit. It's kind of the tail end of the stream. Before we were doing this, which is a golden baby, and this is for an upcoming game. Working on the game is called Dreadfarer, and it's a game set in the early 20th century. It's a solo TTRPG, so it's essentially a game you play on your own, just with some dice and a little notebook that you fill in, and you explore a strange continent full of cursed things. So this is one of the cursed things that you find. It's called the Golden Child, and it is a lump of gold that has been extracted from a mine, just extracted directly from the rock, looking like this, as if it was sculpted like this by nature itself. And if you hold it, you will start feeling like this is your own child, and that you need to protect it at all costs, even to the detriment of your own health and the ones around you. It becomes the most important thing in the world for you. So that's the curse it carries. One hell of a kidney stone. This will be better that you get ready soon before you end stream. You know, that happens. But I guess it's because, you know, it's late and most people are finishing their streams around this time. But yeah, welcome to all the new folks, and Bourgeoisie, thank you so much for the follow. But yeah, that's what we did today. And right, as you rated, we were basically yapping. Thank you for the follow, Wither. And Plague. Thank you, guys. Oh, and Bean, the real Bean is here. In case you didn't notice. That little lump there, that's the real Bean. He's very sleepy. But he's... Oh, he just made a little noise when I put my hand on him. Streaming is professional yapping, that's true. What did you stream with? His little lump of Bean. He's made of gold as well. He's just like the gold baby. If you grab Bean, you will feel like it's the most important thing in the world, and you will protect him at all costs. Heart of gold. Hello? Good morning to you as well. Slightly opened his eyes, looking at me. Yeah. Oh. Hold on. There's a bean cam. There we go. He's offering his tummy. Yeah, big stretch. Hello, my man. How you doing? Big stretch. Hell yeah, dude. Let me zoom in on the bean. Thank you so much, Wither. You have a good night or day or whatever time zone you're in. You have a good time zone. And thanks again for the raid. Bean, where are you going? I zoomed in, but now he's too long. You're really going. What's up, man? Yeah. It is bean time. It is bean time. Yes. Chat, what do you call this? What do you call when you do this? He's really confused. It has a name in English, right? In Spanish we say pedorreta, which is just like little farts. Raspberry, Cerbert. I hadn't heard that before. Where are you going, Bean? Hello, Bean. He's a cuddly boy. People blowing raspberries on Sphinx cats. I have done that. I have done that with Morty. It's really funny. Look at him. He's living the life right now. He's so happy. Oh yeah. He's blissful. He's so happy right now. Alright, Bean, you wanna go? Yeah? Alright, then I think with that, that's what we're gonna call it today, because it is getting way too late. And oh, Bean is back. Hello. Yeah, we're gonna call it there today, folks. I think I might be able to stream tomorrow. Actually, I was saying that I might not be able to last stream, but I might be able to at the end. So yeah, probably stream tomorrow. Okay, and hopefully not as late as today for the start, but we'll see. We'll see. I can't promise anything. If I'm as busy as today, it might be. So y'all, thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for keeping me company while I make these edits and while I yap. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow at around the same hour, and we'll probably be making some more cursed artifacts. Aren't we, Bean? Yeah, we are. And Bean will be here, of course. All right, y'all. Have an amazing time zone. Take care. Ooh, there we go. Ooh, Bean, careful.